One more share, beautiful people. And this is the share that's connected to my previous video. I've shared there that I was triggered by a person, just a text that I have received from someone in this community that made me feel like I'm not loved, not supported. And I want to share here how I recreate myself, um, how I rewrite my stories, how I recreate my inner landscape. So when that part was, that wounded part in me was alive, what I've noticed is I was in the kitchen and I'm like, this like part of me feels like, oh, I got hurt, and I hear that person up in the yoga shala, yeah, and I hear her laughing and having a good time. And there is another person with her there who I really appreciate his presence. And yeah, so I can hear her enjoying herself. And I can see that from that wounded part of myself, I actually am not enjoying hearing that. It's like, I don't want, if I'm hurt, I don't want to feel that actually she is enjoying herself, she is happy. And I've noticed that. I've noticed, yeah. That's the feeling that I have about what I'm hearing. And also, I have a very clear perception of what I want to move towards, like what it is that I want to embody, like my vision, yeah, of myself. And my vision of myself is the one that's in the heart, like I am in my heart. And whatever comes at me, to be able to see that is, to allow that to go through me, yeah, whatever comes at me from outside, and to be able not to take it personally, and to understand that there is something there that the person wants to communicate, and just to be curious, what is it that they want to communicate, what are their needs or the pain or the boundaries that they have, or whatever it is. And not to make it about myself, not to make it that means, oh, they don't love me, or I don't feel supported here, or whatever it is, whatever my story is, yeah, to take that the way they show up with me, and to support the story that makes me kind of like a victim or a poor me, yeah. Like I want to be able, in my vision, I want to be able to feel the way I'm being impacted, but by what they are bringing up, by the way they show up with me, to allow myself to be impacted, and to be able to hold space for whatever comes up in me, for whatever that wound, that pain that comes up in me. I want to be able to be present for that, and also to not let that to close my heart onto them, to still be able to stay with my heart open and be there for them and their experience, to still love them, to still the love flowing through my heart, to still feel connection. So that's my vision for myself, and that's what I am, with every action that I'm conscious of. Whenever I am conscious, I try to create, yeah, to recreate, to kind of align with myself. So saying all that, yeah, when I've noticed that, hearing her laughter, hearing that she's enjoying herself, I've noticed that part, the wounded part of me felt like disturbed by that, because that part didn't want her to be enjoying herself when I am in pain and I got hurt. And at the same time, because I have this other vision of what I want to align with within myself, I opened up to that other part of myself that actually, that future me, that actually is, yeah, allowing me to be in my experience, and also is having the wishes of well-being towards everyone around. including the person that wounded part feels like a prosec- prosecutor. I don't know what that word is. Yeah, including towards that person to still stay understanding and embracing and allowing and accepting and spacious. Yeah, and from that part, I felt that I'm actually genuinely happy to hear her laughing. 'Cause I'm happy that she feels good. That I'm happy that yeah, she's having a good time, because many times I actually know that that person is having lots of challenges in connecting to their happiness, at least in my perception of them. So I was happy that they're having such a good time and enjoying themselves and feeling more in their power, what it felt like to me when I heard them laughing. And when I responded to that text message from this person, I said in the message that, and I'm hearing you laughing up there in the yoga shala, and I'm so happy. I notice how good it makes me feel to hear that you're happy. So I've chosen to speak from the part of myself that felt expansive to me, that felt life-giving, life-supporting, that felt helps to bring the reality where it's connection and love into being here, yeah, in this community, on this earth, in this reality. And yeah, and just speaking those words out loud and feeling that feeling in my heart of that expansive version of myself right in my body, feeling that here and speaking from that place through that person to another person, it brought that reality, this higher version of myself, more into being here. It kind of helped my mind to integrate that, yes, this is the way I can relate to life. And there is more of integrated me, yeah, embodied me, of that higher version, more of that embodied higher version of me here now as a result. Yeah, so I wanted to bring this as an example of how I use the power of the word coupled with the feeling when I relate with others to destructure myself into the version that's aligned from what I perceive my highest timeline. I appreciate so much you watching this video and giving me the opportunity to express it here through the words. I'm still learning. So it's very precious for me to have the witnesses to my process. So thank you so much. And sending, as always, so much love to you. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for the way you walk your path. And see you very soon.